Greetings, citizens! Just a Guy has arrived and returned to that which binds us, and we are bound to this game. And if you'd like to be bound to this game, there is a link in the description below. Last time, Idris, and Evalise went on a fancy, romantic seafood dinner date, and now I guess they're heading home or something. But Idris has something to say about how this date went. You really didn't have to pay for mine too, you know. Why? Did I hurt your pride? A bit. Good. If it's that easily scarred, then it needs a little more bruising. So harsh. It's gotten a lot cooler out here since night has fallen. I should have brought a jacket. He seems relatively fine though, but I guess his blazer is warmer than mine. Now that I think about it, he's almost always smiling like that, but I can't tell if it's a smirk or more of a genuine smile. I didn't know getting people out of jail could be so fulfilling to someone. Question mark? Oh, question mark. He caught me staring. What's wrong? Are you cold? Not really. You're shivering. Do you want my jacket? I'm fine, really. Alright. Say, I was just thinking. If you're off... Oh, I see that blush! Oh. If you're off tomorrow, maybe we could get some coffee or something? Smooth. About as smooth as a gravel road. I have to work from noon to close tomorrow. I have the day after tomorrow off, though. I guess I could meet you somewhere. How about the cafe across the street from where you work? They have good coffee. Sounds good. Well, we're back at his office now, but ooh, that is not a happy face. But who's the person hanging around outside? Yeah, so 2 p.m. the day after tomorrow there? Yeah, great, see you then. Huh? I've got to go, but I'll be there, so hopefully on time. So yeah, bye! What was that all about? He got really pale. Did he not want me to see that guy? Must be some weird client of his. I guess I'll walk myself home. Any updates? Sir! We're getting closer every day, sir! Our informant has gotten close to the top. Any day now, we're expecting someone to slip up, or at least give us a name to work with, sir! How does one guy run such a huge operation and be virtually invisible? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Even if we get a picture of him, we'll need to get some of the other higher-ups in for questioning. So are you in on the gang wars? Are you in with the police? Yeah. We know, sir. We're working on that too, sir. There's something else a bit concerning as well, too, sir. It seems some of his lower members have been keeping tabs on you and that girl you're with, sir. Great. Is there any way to speed this up? If we were able to speed things up, then this whole operation wouldn't have taken years so far, sir. But it shouldn't be too much longer, sir. Ugh, it's about time all of this is over with. Am I leading him on? I mean, you could construe tonight as just two people eating dinner. And you could probably construe the day after tomorrow as just two people getting coffee. But I doubt he sees it as that. Is that such a bad thing, though? It's just... I feel somewhat comfortable talking to him. Sierra is the only one I've actually talked to at work, and I barely hang out with her. I've never opened this much to someone before. I've never opened up to this much to someone before. Ugh, I'm thinking too much about this. I need to go to bed. Transition! Oh, that's fancy. Dots. Ugh, I should have shut the curtains more last night. Too much sunlight in here now. I should get up before I make myself late. Wouldn't that be something? But my bed is so comfy. Dots. Is he up yet? Maybe he's getting ready for the day. Oh, girl, you got it bad. Maybe reading the newspaper or watching the news. Dots. I won't know unless I get up and read it. Wait, did we skip a day? First one here, of course. Maybe he has clients that are more important than a cup of coffee. Dots. I've been here barely 5 minutes. I guess I could be more patient. The coffee shop / bakery / cafe whatever they're calling it, has a cute air to it. The walls are pink, and the decorations are about as frilly aside from the plants. They're the opposite of frilly, they're cactuses. Most of the tables and chairs line a wall that's just a window, making it look like a greenhouse. Fancy! There's a small group of friends standing in the corner waiting on a table as well. They're a bit loud, but it's not exactly quiet in here either. Wait, what? Why does seeing a group of high schoolers make me feel old? Good morning. It's past noon. It's past noon. It's always morning for someone in the world. Is there really a wait list at this time of day? Afraid so. I put your name down a few minutes ago. Why my name? You don't know what kind of enemies I have. Yeah, retail work makes you a prime target. I have to deal with some crazy people some days. They never listen to me and they're always right, 'cause the customer is always right, and... Well, this is a surprise. No, wait, that wasn't his voice. Hey, well, this is a surprise. What are you two doing out on a nice day like that? Oh, he made the face! That is a face that he is making. We're just getting some coffee. Idris, you know Byron? You could say that. What are you doing here? Work, meetings, the usual. I thought I saw some familiar faces, so I, how do you say, popped in. Table for Idris! Party at 2 is ready! Looks like we gotta go. Have fun, my good friend and compatriot and pal. I hope you, enjoy yourself. See you later! How did you meet him? He's a client. A client you shouldn't be around. Why? What's his day job? It's not his day job you should worry about, it's his night job. You're better off not seeing him, okay? He paid for all my medical expenses after my accident. At least tell me what he does for a living. No. He looked me straight in the eyes when he said that, but now he's avoiding my gaze. Dots. Instead of looking at me, he's more enthralled with the tiles on the floor. Dots. If you want to know, ask him yourself. I'm not going to make you privy to my business between me and my clients. Every time I ask, he just gets vague. Maybe he doesn't want you to know then. What kind of coffee are you going to order? Dots. I guess I'll let it go. For now. I like their vanilla cappuccino. Our waitress finishes cleaning off a table near us and walks over. Cappuccino, huh? I'll have one too then. 2 vanilla cappuccinos, please. The waitress trots down the order quickly on a notepad and walks off to the table beside us. How was work? Same as usual. Soccer moms who want to speak to my manager because we don't have a specific shirt in a specific color and a specific size. Children running around without supervision. Just heavenly. Had any more business lately? A few. More for bail than memory work, though. Who was that guy the other night? You ask a lot of questions I can't answer. I like answers. When your memory starts going downhill, you have to find answers you already found before, and it gets frustrating. Like going out with friends and completely mixing their names up multiple times, or seeing someone you know but can't remember how you know them. It's a lot nicer when people give you straight answers. Even if they're lying. How am I supposed to know? I've never met someone who's fine with being lied to. I'd prefer the truth, but most times I have no way of knowing if it's true or not. Ignorance is bliss. Amen to that. Ignorance is bliss. I'm sorry I was rude earlier. I just can't tell you everything about my clients. Client confidentiality, you know? It's alright. There's a lot of things I'd like to tell you, but... His voice trails off as he looks over at the napkins on the table. Alright, what are some things you can tell me? What else do you want to know? What's the weirdest request you've gotten from a client? You really do love loaded questions. It's a bit dicey to keep asking about his work, but it's also the most interesting. Seems like I hit the spot though, he's not acting as antsy as before. Why do you want to know so much about my clients? It's a lot more interesting than my clients at work. And it's not exactly the type of job you hear about every day either. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to hear more about it. Alright, let's see. I've had a couple of guys down on their luck come in and ask for a girl they just went out with to forget about them so they can have a do-over. They think if they get a redo, that everything will magically be better. Of course, they go back on a first date and it's almost always the exact same result. Sometimes they did learn from the actual first date, but most of the time they blow it like the first. One came back and mad because the girl was no longer interested in going on a date with him. Ha! gotta pity a guy who tries to play Cupid by botching memories. Aside from that, he's quiet for a few moments, thinking. It's not exactly weird, but the saddest proposal was from a recently divorced couple. They found out a couple of years into their marriage that they just weren't meant to be and got a divorce. After months of paperwork, court appointments, and all that, they were tired and wanted to go their separate ways, permanently. So they asked me to make them forget about each other. For added measure, I made them forget about me as well. I heard a few months later that they had started dating again, completely unaware of their marriage and later divorce. How could they start dating again then? If we can't remember our mistakes, we're bound to repeat them. At least, that's what I've seen. He won't tell me more about Byron, but he'll tell me about these other clients. I can see that look on your face. Byron is very much a repeat customer, while that couple doesn't even know I exist anymore. Some people come in to leave different people behind. Others come in to leave everything behind. That's a bit of a somber note, isn't it? But I don't get to talk to people about these kinds of things every day. You're a good listener. Thank you for coming to meet me here. Our waitress comes over and delivers the cappuccinos. I pick up mine and blow on it while Idris grabs a stirrer to mix the foam up and cool it off. Just sitting here, I didn't realize how nice it could be. He's playing with the little biscuits that came with the coffee while watching a group of people walk past us to be seated. From here, I almost hear more outside noise than inside. People walking, cars going by, birds chirping. This is kind of relaxing. Maybe he'll answer something else now. Who was that kid I saw leaving the other day? What kid? Oh, don't be like that. I'm serious. I see a lot of people. You're gonna have to be more specific. When I told you to meet me for dinner, there was a kid who left the office before I walked in. Brownish hair, I think, about high school? Dots. Just a kid down on his luck. Why? I don't know. I was just wondering why a kid would be anywhere near your store. You want to hear more sob stories? Sure, we've got all day. That's kinda sadistic, you know. You're the one who said I'm a good listener. You could tell me your own sob story and I'd never know, probably. Or has he already? Probably, eh? I already said the saddest client story, but I've got plenty more. Alright, let's see. There was this kid who came from a bad household. He didn't go into much detail, and I didn't want to know. He wanted out, naturally, but he was just a kid in middle school. Okay, wait. Let's answer these next time on That Which Binds Us, because until then, I'm afraid that this, citizens, is fun.